years have gone the mile. I've seen what I've seen in this broken life. Brother against brother, we are fighting each other. What's wrong? Never holding each other is a painful disaster, yeah. But the reason I'll be fine is if you're with me through it all. I'll not worry what's to come, for you're with me through it all, yeah. I've opened my eyes on what could be done. I've seen that the answer is not too far, 'cause we're loving each other through the tears and the laughter, yeah. Through the storms and the sunshine, we'll never be broken, oh yeah. For the reason I'll be fine is if you're with me through it all. I'll not worry what's to come, for you're with me through it all. For the reason I'll be fine is if you're with me through it all.
Amazing, amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, Art and Culture Monday vibes have begun on a high because Gathuru Gitemi is here to make sure that he is giving you amazing vibes. Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Good. I'm doing very good.
How is your Monday morning?
It's been a rough one, but a beautiful one at the end.
Yes,
Yeah.
I know it has started out beautifully. The work has actually paid off. Your rush and rushed morning is paying off right about now. I want you to say hi to guys at home. Tuambie wewe ni nani, alafu we kickstart this interview.
Right. My name is Gathuru Gitemi. I am a singer-songwriter from Thika.
Yes.
I was born and raised in Thika. I've been doing music for as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
And this is something that it's more like lifestyle than just a passion and a career path.
Yes.
So yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
Yes. So then the next natural question would be, when did you get into music professionally? Since now you have been doing music for as long as you can remember, when did you decide this is what I want to do professionally? I want to pursue this to the end.
Well, I've been doing music professionally since 2017.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I got my first actual gig.
Yes.
Working with a studio in Thika called Inkazimulo Studios.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, it's just been uphill, getting contracts with different people, writing music for different people.
Yes.
And performing in shows from Nairobi to wherever someone is calling me to sing.
Yes, that is interesting. You write music for different people. Tell me more about that, about writing music for other people. How does that work?
Okay.
Yeah.
I think writing is one of the most intimate expressions of art, and for me, it's that space you get to deeply connect with someone. So you find yourself asking very personal questions to people like, what did you feel when you're going through this and this, if they want a really sad song. So the process is just sitting down with someone, understanding their story,
Yes.
and then trying your level best to communicate that story in song.
Amazing. So the inspiration comes from the person you're writing for.
Yes.
So it's not you have written a song, then someone is thinking, this song is nice, can I do the singing?
That happens.
Yes.
There's times I've performed a song, someone is like, I like the song, could I buy the song?
Yes.
Could it be mine? It's usually really hard to give out the songs because they're like my babies. But yeah.
But that happens. That is business in music, and I am truly glad that you are here, especially because you are not only just doing professional, you are doing professional music, you are actually have studied music. What do you think is the difference between a musician who is just, you know, talented, good, but they have not studied music in general? What's the difference between those two artists?
I think the biggest problem that you find is the foundation, because you have to have the basics of music.
Yes.
But that's not to say that if someone hasn't gone to school or studied music that they would be subpar.
Yeah.
There are people who are very gifted, and there's guys like who are born with pitch perfect ears, so they can hear every single note and tell you which note that is.
Yes.
So, but I tend to believe, though, it's important to build on basics and then develop your skill from fundamentals.
Amazing. And even those ones who have not gone to school per se to study music, would you advise that they get, you know, they get themselves in groups of people, in management, where people have actually studied music in order for them to even have a better, you know, have a better understanding of the music that they are doing?
Yeah, it is important. I think for anyone, even that person who's actually studied music in school, it's important to surround yourself with different musicians because they bring new perspectives into whatever you're doing.
Yes.
And they allow you to see different angles that you probably would not have seen when you're on your own.
Yes. What was the most surprising thing that you learned that you didn't expect to learn in music school?
Interestingly enough, it's being yourself. Well, we're studying a lot of Western music and Western musicians.
Yes.
I quickly gathered that every single one of them is different in their own way and in their own right. And that's what made them special. That's what made them stand out. And that's when I realized, you know what, at the end of the day, you can listen to multiple people. You can have like inspirations from different people.
Yeah.
But you need to sit down and know, who am I? What do I really want to communicate? And just go with that.
Yes. That brings me to my next question, which would be, in the studying of music, I hear, I've not been to a class, but you study, you know, you study a lot of Western artists. Do you feel like something can be done to localize, you know, the studying a bit better, you know, to study msanii wa huku, or even an African artist? Can something be done in that regard?
Yeah, I think it's really important to find ourselves as Kenyans, because one of the biggest issues that brings that, one of the contributing factors to that issue is the fact that we do not value ourselves as Africans, as Kenyans especially. So you find that we don't see the priority or the importance of studying Sauti Sol music or guys like Kabaka Daudi in depth. And there's a lot that these guys were doing that's not just like water under the bridge. They're really talented. They have a lot we could pick from that. And I think it's important for the coming generations to actually hear who these guys were and what they were doing.
Exactly, because I believe they're also putting in a lot of work, and their success can tell. So they are worthy, you know, taking a look at and seeing what they're actually doing. For music student, what opportunities are there? What opportunities are out there that are a plus to a student that has actually studied music?
Okay. It's easier to get corporate jobs when you go, for example, an interview where someone needs, for example, a music trainer.
Yes.
Having the papers, it's easier to just show the interviewers that I am qualified to do this job and I'm certified to do the job. So that's a huge plus. Plus institutions where educational institutions like schools. It's easier for someone who has papers to go and say, I can actually teach this because I have been taught by certified professionals.
To actually, I am qualified to be able to do this.
Yes.
Amazing. I want to give you an opportunity for a second performance. When we come back now, we're going to concentrate on you and ask who you are and what you are doing specifically. But right about now, another opportunity to perform.
Thank you.
Next to me, next to me, yeah. Next to me, yeah. Next to me, I want you next to me. Into nirvana, all I crave is a chimichanga. The whole world is your oyster. All you need is placed inside you. But for me, next to me, yeah. Next to me, yeah. Next to me, next to me, yeah. Whoa, oh. But you, 'cause no one gets me the way that you do. My heart is set on you and it won't move, and that is why I need you next to me. Next to me, yeah. Next to me, next to me, next to me. I need you next to me, next to me, next to me. next to me, next to me, next to me. Thank you.
Amazing performances right here on Art and Culture Monday. Guys, you won't get that elsewhere. You will not. You will only get it here on KUTV, Art and Culture Monday, with Gathuru Gitemi, who is just doing the most. I love how calm your music is this morning. Like, it's a Monday morning. This is exactly the type of music that we like. That would lead me to my next question. Which genre of music do you major in? You do, across the board, a number of genres?
Yeah, that's a question I get a lot of times.
Yeah.
I major in rock, pop and indie folk. Quite recently discovered I'm also a soul singer.
Yes.
So those are kind of my main genres.
Yes.
But then it's difficult to break it down into that because most of the times it's just a mesh of so many things together. Yeah.
Amazing. So is there one that you tend to lean towards the most?
Yeah, it's mostly pop and rock. Those are like the foundations of my music and my arrangement.
Yes, and then the others just sort of come in, as you write your music.
Yeah.
You have played the first song through your guitar. The next one is through your keyboard, and I'd like to know how many instruments can you play?
Just the two.
Just the two.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. But you are playing them to perfection. So we are not complaining. We are good, and I know you guys at home are definitely loving him. So you started music professionally 2017. So far, how many songs are out?
So far, I only have 2 songs officially out. I took a break from releasing music and decided to kind of just finish my schooling.
Yes.
Which, thinking about it right now, probably wasn't the best move because I could have powered through.
Yeah.
So far, I just only have two songs out. But we are working on releasing an EP next month.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm sure so many of them are already written and done. It's just the releasing part that is, yet to happen. And I am definitely looking forward to that because you have such an amazing sound, unique sound that is just you. Those people that leave an imprint in your brain, you're like, that one. So what have been the challenges, including probably that one, schooling at the same time, releasing music? What have been some of the challenges you have encountered along the way?
I think one of the biggest challenges for me has been mental health.
Yes.
Struggling with anxiety and depression. Struggling with anxiety and depression.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult to write a song when you're in a bad headspace.
Yes.
So that's probably the biggest challenge, followed by financial constraints, not having enough cash to push the music forward and do shows out there. So yeah.
If you don't mind, would you take me through that kidogo, because we are very big on mental health issues and everything that comes with mental health. What probably led to that, and how are you coping so far?
Well, I think mental health is just like your general body health.
Yes.
And everyone and anyone can struggle with it. So for me, it's based off of how I grew up.
Yes.
Struggled with confidence and anxiety and didn't know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong though, I grew up in a very good home. My parents did a good job. But then as you grow older, you get bullied maybe somewhere along the way, and you start kind of associating those traumas with who you are.
Exactly.
And as I grew older, I kind of stopped seeing myself and saw what people saw or what people said. I was actually a really chubby kid.
Yes.
So all that bullying, all that self-loathing just transitioned with me as I grew older.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How have you been able to overcome it with time?
It's a difficult process and it takes time. That's the first thing I tell anyone. Be ready to go for therapy. Therapy is important.
Yes.
Talking to someone. As a guy, we are like so ingrained into this toxic masculinity. Like, mimi kama jamaa sina feelings, ifai kuongea, mwanaume ni kukauka.
Yes, sure.
But that's the wrong way to go about it.
Yeah.
The next thing is have a healthy diet. Food is really important.
Yes.
Avoid fast foods and junk. 2, you can do 3, you can do home therapies.
Yeah.
For me, I do cold baths. So you take like a 15-minute cold bath and try and control your breathing.
Yes.
And finally is practicing mindfulness. And for believers, like if you're a Christian,
Yes.
spending time with God and praying and just mindfulness in general
Exactly.
really helps.
Wow, amazing. I hope you guys at home are learning a thing or two, because I most definitely am. But how did that play out in regard to your music career?
Okay. Right now I'm trying to find ways to get into music therapy.
Yes.
But in my research, I've quickly realized that the process of writing music is very therapeutic in itself.
Yes.
It's you hear people telling you if you're having mental health problems, try and journal as well if you're having anxiety. So over time, I quickly realized if you want to know me, my music will tell you who I am.
Yes.
Because I can't hide. When I'm writing, I pour myself out.
Yes.
So for music, it just comes out naturally. If you're honest with yourself,
Yes.
it's just going to come out.
The music will come to you.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Thank you so much. I want us to get one or two more performances, and then we come back and we talk in detail on now your music career. Guys at home, enjoy.
Where do you belong if we're not those you really love? With those who never really go and leave you alone. I'll tell the truth, I belong with you because you leave what you believe. Cause sometimes I'm falling down, I don't know if I'm coming round, if I'm gaining or losing ground. All these voices are really loud in my head, in my head. You've taken me in and invalidated my fears every single day. You were here trying to make me see who I am. Now I know that I belong with you. With you. Time can never fix some things in me. I needed some reason to believe in what I am, to believe in who I am. That reason is all I needed, because you took me in and invalidated my fears every single day. You were here trying to make me see who I am. Now I know that I belong with you. With you. faces, I'm looking for your voice. I stumble and I fall with you not around. I can hear the choir singing from the other side. Welcome for the soldiers who have lost their way. I know, the pain inside your heart is crazy. You've lost so much, just really nothing left inside. I see your tears falling down when you're alone, but here's your chance to come alive. Just look in the mirror, smile when you see him. Ain't nobody like him. Ain't nobody. Just look in the mirror, smile when you see him. Ain't nobody like him. Ain't nobody. Yeah. It's something but it's telling me you're alright. I can find the energy to be the man I wanna be. Finally the best is yet to come. I know, the pain inside your heart is crazy. You've lost so much, there's really nothing left inside. I see your tears falling down when you're alone, but here's your chance to come alive. Just look in the mirror, smile when you see him. Ain't nobody like him. Ain't nobody. Just look in the mirror, smile when you see him. Ain't nobody like him. Ain't nobody. Yeah. Whoa. Sound, here comes my war cry. I promise I'll be fine. I promise I'll thrive. I hear the trumpet sound. Here comes my war cry. I promise I'll be fine. I promise I'll thrive. Yeah. Just look in the river, smile when you see him. Ain't nobody like him. Ain't nobody. Just look in the mirror, smile when you see her. Ain't nobody like her. Ain't nobody. Just look in the mirror, smile when you see him. Ain't nobody like him. Ain't nobody. Just look in the mirror, smile when you see her. Ain't nobody like her. Ain't nobody. Yeah. Whoa. Amazing. You guys are doing
an amazing job, and Gathuru is definitely giving us a bomb morning. He is giving us a bomb morning, and I am loving it. Gathuru, I want to ask, how long does it take you to compose, an entire song from beginning to end? You're like, this one is ready for the masses at home.
Well, it's very relative. It depends with a lot of factors come into play. Yes. I can write a song in literally 3 minutes.
Yes.
It can take 3 minutes to write a song. But when it comes to more passion projects,
yes.
I take as long as it takes. There are songs that have taken me a day, songs that have taken me a week. But I think a week is the longest time 2 weeks has been the longest time I've actually worked on a single song. Yeah.
So it depends with what the song is about, what you are writing about, what the message that you intend the audience to actually receive.
Yeah, and also sometimes Michael Jackson said, "You don't write a song; the song writes itself."
Yes.
Sometimes the song doesn't want to get finished yet.
Yes.
So you have to kind of just go with the flow. At times you just feel it's not yet there. You can just jumble together melodies and words.
Yes.
But you're gonna feel it's not yet there.
Something is missing somewhere.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So take your time to finish it.
Exactly. So some songs take 3 minutes, others take 2 weeks. It's really about the song, the specific song at the moment. Who inspires you? Who inspires you in the music industry, here and abroad?
That's one question I'm usually running away from. Yeah, man. Because of how I grew up,
yes.
My parents were very paranoid. Let me say paranoid. So singeachiliwa niende nje until I was, I think, class 7 hapo. So majority of the music I listened to was Western music.
Yes.
So the people that I learned songwriting from and music from, who actually inspire me, Taylor Swift, Coldplay, Imagine Dragons, just recently Anderson .Paak. But here in Kenya, I finally went for a Sauti Sol show.
Yeah.
And just listening to their music keenly, and the new music they're releasing, for example, Fancy Fingers, Further Studies.
Yes.
This is music that actually puts me in a space that I can actually create.
Yes.
And I'm learning a lot from them as well.
Yes, amazing. It is always good, because this journey, others have walked it before, others are going to come after you. So, it's good to look both ahead and behind to see what you will leave, the legacy that will be yours. Now, I want us to talk about your music specifically. You're working on your debut album. Yeah. How is that experience like?
It's been a roller coaster of emotions. Putting together music, and the biggest challenge for me, I guess, is believing that it's good enough to get out there.
Yes.
So imposter syndrome, but
yes.
Japata dawa yake.
Can I tell you right now that it is good enough on the experience of the songs that I have listened right now? Yeah. If those songs were in an album, I'd buy it. I would honestly buy it. How far along is the album?
We're doing, the EP is already done.
Yes.
But the EP is very different from what I'm doing right now. It's more experimental. It's when I was in difficult spaces, the music I wrote in that time.
Yes.
And then we're also planning on releasing an album at the end of the year in November.
Yes.
And the album is based off of the songs you have heard today.
Right now, okay, we are definitely going to be enjoying that album. Is the EP out, released to the people?
Not yet. We're releasing at the end of Feb.
Yes.
The EP should be out on all streaming platforms.
Is there a Valentine song in there? If so, is there some love songs in there that we can welcome you and invite you back?
Yeah.
Yes.
There's one. There's one. It's called Run.
Yes.
I've already released Run.
Yes.
So I think that's the only love song in there.
Yeah. Amazing. But I know we are going to be enjoying that. And once that has dropped, you're welcome back here. Let us have an amazing time just listening to your music. How many songs are in the EP?
We're having 6 songs in the EP. Yeah.
6 of them. How long is the EP?
The EP is roughly 35-40 minutes long.
35-40 minutes, just 6 songs. Guys, that is something you can replay from here to work, from work, running back home, or walking, taking your evening walk. You will definitely be enjoying that one. So you're working on your debut album. You're also working on a couple of other things. And I just want to know, how are you balancing between all that?
This year specifically, I need help.
Yes.
But good thing is I have wonderful friends who have come in to assist.
Yes.
So it's more of a team effort. So even getting to where I'm at, being very honest,
Yes.
I'm not self-made. I am built. There are people behind me, people like Nzao who've helped me learn production and taught me music as we were working together.
Yeah.
And just close friends who, I can mention a few like Hoopy, someone who's helping me work out the brand.
Yeah.
So all of this is coming together because of every single person who's like standing with me.
Playing part. I want you to shout out your team. I know they are a big team and they are doing good. So I want you to give them a shout out as we close.
I want to say thank you to Nzao so much for the work that you've done over the last 4 or 5 years. Thank you, Hoopy, for coming in this year to help us. I have a whole team, 3 guys who work together and a company we are running called Deft Touch. Claude Rapando, Shalom Ochieng, and Kesta. Thank you so much for doing what you're doing. We're also having big support from Ali the Man.
Yeah.
Doing shows with him throughout last year and this year. And finally, this wonderful company in Thika that invested in us, Jumbo Capital Initiative. Thank you so much, all of you, for just making it possible for me to sing these songs.
Amazing. Salute to all of you who are doing such a great job because Gathuru is amazing. I want to know, before we go, what is the dream? What is the dream for you? Where is the peak? Where is the peak art?
Yeah, that's another question I ran away from. I think for me, performing in different spheres, in every sphere that I've seen, and in the West, especially in NPR and in Coachella, spaces like that. These are spaces I feel like I would love to show what I do.
Yes.
And in festivals in Europe, in Australia, that's when I get to the space that I can do that on a regular, I think then I'll be like,
yes,
we're doing it.
And I definitely think you have what it takes to actually get to where you want to be. As we close, social media handles, where can we get your music? Where can we follow you to know what you are working on, what you're doing, and the live sessions that you are yet to start in Thika?
Nice.
Yes.
I see you've done your research.
Yes, I have.
You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and IG, and YouTube under Gathuru Gitema.
Yes.
Everywhere, just Gathuru Gitema. Yes. IG Gathuru_Gitema. Facebook Gathuru Gitema. For the shows, we're going to be doing a lot of intimate sets like this one's in Thika and around Kenya. So on those handles, you can find updates on shows I'm doing. I'm performing in 30th, the 30th.
On the 30th of January.
Yes, at the Alchemist.
Yes.
And on the 5th at Melody in Upper Hill. So if any of those 2 days you're free, you can come and check out what we're doing.
Amazing, amazing, guys. So the 30th and the 5th, there's a date for you. There's a date waiting. And I'm sure you can find all those updates on his pages, his social media pages at Gathuru Gitema. You are going to be loving his performances. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for gracing our studios. You're welcome anytime. You are welcome back. And I hope we are welcome to your shows. So that we can also come and have a one-on-one experience to just have an amazing time. Thank you so much, and definitely all the best for the rest of the year. The year is still young, so I do believe we'll be hearing much more from you. But as we close, one final performance for the guys at home who cannot wait.
Thank you so much for having me before I start, and it's a pleasure to perform for you this morning. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Yes, we are.
Deep in your eyes, see what was lying behind them. I was wondering what was behind them. Could it be magic and wonder? Or could it be fire and water? Everything else didn't matter. All I wanted was over. There, when my eyes met yours, and there, where it felt like home, and there, where our worlds collide, and we see the light at the end of time. There, where I feel no fear, and there, where it's all so clear, and there, where it's all so right, and my one delight is that you're with me right there. I was hoping that we could be more than friends, someone I'd be with, and I wouldn't pretend being someone I wasn't, so I wouldn't contend with the fact that this love might reach its end. I just wanna be right there with my eyes met yours, and there, where it felt like home, and there, where our worlds collide, and we see the light at the end of the tunnel. There, where it's all so clear, and there, where I feel no fear, and there, where it's all so right, and my one delight is that you're with me right there. Ooh, yeah. I just wanna see where we could be. I just wanna see what would happen if we just let it be what it could be. I just wanna see if we'd be right there, 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 right there, 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 right there, when my eyes met yours, in there, where it felt like home, in there, where our worlds collide, and we see the light at the end of the tunnel. There, where I feel no fear, in there, where it's all so clear, in there, where it's all so right, and my one delight is that you were with me right there. I wanna be right there, right there, right there. I just wanna be right there. Thank you so much.